you heard it. This jury has found Aaron Dean guilty of manslaughter. And I know some folks out there in our YouTube jury were disappointed by this verdict, disappointed that it wasn't murder. But folks, this is a historic verdict. We have never had an officer in Tarrant County found guilty of manslaughter on duty. So this is a big deal, a very big deal. And Meredith, let's talk about the sentence. What does he now face? What happens now?
The sentence for manslaughter is 2 years to 20 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. So that is the range that the jury has to deal with. So I'm sure we will have the family of Tatiana asking for 20 years. I'm sure we will have Aaron Dean's family asking for mercy, and we'll see what happens.
Do you think that's what, I mean, obviously we're still reading tea leaves here, but is that what we think took so long here? Why it took this jury almost 13 hours to come to a verdict? You think they were trying to decide between murder or manslaughter?
Yes, I think so. That sounds about right. Especially when I didn't hear a lot about manslaughter from the closing arguments. Mm-hmm. And maybe there was a discussion in jury selection about manslaughter and where it falls like under murder. But if the jury is confused about this reckless, like your murder is intentionally, knowingly, obviously, killing of another person. Recklessly, the jury is sitting there parsing out, well, what does recklessly mean? Do we think it was reckless? Do we think it was intentional or knowing? And so that can, getting 12 people on the same page with that is definitely what took probably the bulk of the time.
Somebody was asking if he could get, like, probation, a deferred adjudication.
Not at
he's going to prison.
Yep, he's convicted and he is going to prison.
For some amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I know in the Geiger case, they did convict her of murder, but they went on the lower end of the range when they gave her 10 years.
Yeah.
So when we go into this punishment phase, what are we going to see?
We're going to obviously hear from the families, and it's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very tense.
Let's go to some reaction in the hallway.
Okay, we're going to go to reaction in the hallway, guys.